Hey everyone, welcome back for our final day of our Program of Studies week here at Middleborough High School. And we're really excited to wrap up this process with you today as we get ready for the Aspen portal to open tomorrow for your course selection. Before we begin with today's activities, I just want to bring back Mr. Chamberlain for a quick update on the math program of study. So, Mr. Chamberlain.
How are you? Mr. Chamberlain back here, Math Department Leader. So I wanted to come back and just clarify the conversation about AP Pre-Calculus and Pre-Calculus Honors. So I mentioned the other day that AP Pre-Calculus is replacing Pre-Calculus Honors. And after some feedback we have in the course selections when the portal opens tomorrow for you, you will be able to choose Pre-Calculus Honors. But I just want you to understand that Pre-Calculus Honors and AP Pre-Calculus is the same course content. The only main difference between them is the access to resources and the opportunity to take the AP pre-calculus test at the end of the course. The benefits of doing it for students that are in the AP track is that eventually the AP calculus courses are going to be senior only a couple years down the road. So AP pre-calculus provides you the opportunity to take a AP level calculus type test. So that the first time you're experiencing that type of rigor and challenge is not in the actual calculus course itself. The other opportunity for that is if you're a student that comes in and takes algebra and honors as a freshman at Middleborough High School, the only option that you would have to get back on the calculus track is to double up with geometry honors and algebra 2 honors during your sophomore year. And if you don't double up that year and you want to pursue a STEM field in college, you would then be able to take AP pre-calculus as your senior year, and that would be letting colleges know, hey, I didn't take calculus when I was in high school, however, I'm showing you that I am ready and prepared to be successful in that course in college. So if there's individual questions as you move forward through the process, don't hesitate to come find me in the math office or in the classrooms I'm in. Happy to answer questions, but it's supposed to be an opportunity to benefit all the students in the building that choose to take it, and in the long run help you in college or help you, the students that head into the AP calculus courses as well. Thank you for allowing me to come back, and back to Mr. Pitsley.
Thank you, Mr. Chamberlain. So today we're going to show you a couple things and get you ready to select your courses. So the first thing we're going to start with today is how to view your teacher recommendations in Aspen. And so I'm going to demonstrate for you here on the screen how to access your teacher recommendations. So give me 1 second. I want to shout out Braden Pitsley here for letting me use his Aspen today. Hope you're having a good day, Braden. So in order to access your teacher recommendations, you're going to log into your Aspen, and you're going to go up to the top tab that says My Info. You're going to select that tab, and then you're going to go down here to where it says Requests. And under Requests, you're going to notice at the bottom all of these courses that have been recommended for you by your teachers. Now, if there's a subject area or a course you don't see there, that doesn't mean that you can't take it. It just means that that teacher hasn't necessarily input a recommendation there. This is the first year we've done this process, and so we're on a learning curve with you as well. So you can always ask your teachers and department leaders any questions you might have. Now, it's important to know that these recommendations are just recommendations. You are not required to take these classes that have been recommended for you. This is what your teachers think is the next logical class for you based on your work this year and your journey at Middleborough High, but it's ultimately up to you to decide which courses you want to take next. I know that in the math program in particular, they strongly recommend you take what is recommended for you, as most of your teachers would, but to keep you in line for the path that you're on in the math program. So you can view those recommendations today. You can make some decisions and have some conversations about which courses you'd like to take, and then you can make your decisions as you select your courses going forward. So that's one piece of what we're going to do today. And you should definitely check those out before you select your courses. Your teachers should have passed back a couple of things for you today. First should be your student learning profile that you created in class on Tuesday. That form where you kind of rated yourself in a bunch of areas and did some kind of self-discovery. We hope that you'll use that as part of your selection process, choosing courses that meet you where you're at, that challenge you, that interest you, and a part of who you are. The second thing you should have received was a packet, and they're grade specific. So if you're currently in grade 10, or you're entering grade 10, you should see the grade 10 course offering sheet. If you're going to be entering grade 11, you'll see the grade 12 and so forth. You're going to see those packets, and these list all of the different courses that are being offered for your grade for next year. And it lists the course credit numbers as well, so you can see how many credits each course equals. What we're going to ask you to do today, when we go off air, is to take this last sheet in your packet and to begin writing down the courses that you are interested in taking. You can use the program of studies, you can use the grade 10 course offering sheet or the grade 11 or grade 12 course offering sheet, and you can write down the number of credits in the last column. And what you want to make sure that you do is make sure you hit 40 credits. Every student must carry 40 credits in their schedule, and each grade has kind of specific courses that they're recommended to take, that are required to take. If you're a junior, you must take a math, things like that. And then you can also see the further along you go, you have more elective choices. And so you're going to write down courses that you're interested in taking today. You're going to list some electives that you'd be interested in taking as backups, so that when the scheduling process actually begins, we have all the courses that you've selected to build the schedule for Middleborough High School. It's really, really important that you know that this worksheet today is just an activity to help you prepare to enter these into Aspen beginning tomorrow. This worksheet itself on paper is not the actual course selection. It's a worksheet to help you select those courses in writing. Tomorrow, the portal will open in Aspen. You can go into Aspen. It's a very simple process, and select the courses that you have written down. It's really important that you do that so that we can make sure that we honor as many of the selections that you've made as possible and make sure you've met your graduation requirements and all of those pieces. It's also really important to know that you don't need to wake up at midnight or 2 in the morning to select your courses. This is a process that takes many months to get a schedule built. There's no rush to get the first one to sign up for a class. We don't build our schedule that way. So sometime between tomorrow and the 17th, which is right before February break, you need to make sure you go into Aspen and select the courses that you'd like to take. This week, you've heard a lot about our new schedule. You heard a lot about what we offer here at Middleborough High School. You've heard from department leaders. You've done some self-assessment work. We hope that you'll consider all of those factors as you choose the classes that you would like to take. As always, if you have questions, please reach out to a teacher, talk to your school counselor. We'll certainly be in communication with you as the schedule gets built to give you more information. We're also going to be in communication with you. We received a lot of feedback from you about the new schedule and questions you have, things like that, and we're going to get back to you with answers to those questions. We're working through all of them now, and we'll be putting out some information just to help you as you kind of navigate the process in your mind of what our new schedule will look like. So we're going to leave you to it for a little while here, let you start writing some courses down. At about 12:25, we're going to come back on, and you're going to hear from the math department and the world languages department with their intro to their program of studies. We understand that many of you were cut off from that feed on Monday and didn't get to see it, so we're going to replay that for you at the end of advisory today. Thanks so much for your work this week. Teachers, thank you so much for accommodating the special advisory week. And teachers, please do not collect the course selection worksheets. Make sure your students take them with you. Have a great day, everyone, and good luck with your course selection.
Hello, I'm Steve Chamberlain, Mathematics Department Leader here at Middleborough High School, and I wanted to mention a couple things about the program of studies for the math courses for next year. So in a few moments, as you can see on the screen, we have all the courses listed that we offer next year for AP, Honors, CP, as well as the senior-only courses. The biggest changes that we have here are that with the addition of AP Pre-Calculus, which takes place of Honors Pre-Calculus in the curriculum. We also added in a senior-only course of financial literacy, which really meets the needs and the wants of a lot of students and parents within the district to learn about real-world money prior to graduation. And we're most excited about our new elective offerings, one of them being called the Number Games, which is about learning applications of different mathematical topics through games and puzzles. A really cool one is going to be the stock market game, which you learn how to become independently wealthy and make a lot of money, which is kind of a topic that students tend to like. Of course, we have consumer economics, which is going to be another great course to learn about real world money use. So hopefully you enjoy picking your courses for the mathematics department. And we're moving on to foreign language.
Hola a todos, soy Senior Kinney, el jefe del Departamento de Idiomas, y me alegra mucho hablar por unos minutos sobre los beneficios de aprender lenguas extranjeras. Now, if you thought that was cool, sign up for world language classes. We'll switch to the world language slide, and you'll have an opportunity to see what our course offerings are. Knowing how to communicate in a world language is a boost to any person pursuing any career field, college, trade, or the military after you graduate. There is simply a massive need in the 21st century United States for people who are strong communicators of languages. So much so that all sorts of fields, from healthcare to hospitality to government service, offer big pay boosts to workers with skills in languages. I promise you that when your job application includes your proficiency in a second language, it will make its way to the top. But language learning is more than just making some extra money at your job. It's also boosting your communication skills, understanding people with different backgrounds and histories, and becoming aware of the interconnectivity of peoples all over the world. More than that, it's fun. It's a great break in your school day to get to go to a class filled with conversation and communication. All well, you get ready to have great adventures as an adult vacationing to foreign countries to enjoy food, customs, and cultures. So now here's how the World Language Department course selection works. Our department offers 4 consecutive years of study of 3 different languages: French, Spanish, and Russian. All students will take level 1 language at the CP level, and then all 3 languages are offered at CP or honors level for levels 2 through 4. Students are required to take 2 consecutive years of the same world language in order to fulfill the graduation requirement. But students are strongly encouraged to take a 3rd or 4th year of study to maintain and extend their skills. This is especially useful for students who plan to go to a 4-year college or enter a trade or career where communication and languages are essential. However, if you're not interested in continuing to pursue the core language classes offered beyond level 2, the World Language Department has a variety of 2.5 credit electives, like Spanish in the workforce, World Language for abroad travel, and new next year, European culture through film, art, and music, all of which will enrich your schedule with the fun flavor of learning about cultures, travel, and communication with only a 2.5 credit dip. Gracias por escucharme y ahora haz lo correcto, elige lenguas en el año que viene. That was, thanks for listening. Now do the right thing and choose world language classes next year.